What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video, we're going to be doing our May update of the top 10 players in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM that you guys can get for less than 10k MT. And lads, this is a serious list, lads. This is a seriously good list, and I'm just saying there are a lot of insane cards in this game that are not on this list, lads. So, before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel and enjoy MyTEAM content, subscribe. You put more MyTEAM content here than anywhere else. And if you guys want to learn about, especially for players that don't spend money on this game, about the best budget players, the best overall players, this is the best place to find out about the game. But anyway, we have got 10 guys on this list. I'm going to talk about some guys that did not make this list. This is how good the list is. Richard Duma did not make the list. Hakeem Warwick did not make the list. Michael Jordan Diamond did not make the list. That is how good it is. And Jerry West, who is sometimes under 10k, Paul Pierce to 2 opals. Neither of those guys didn't make the list. Malik Sealy didn't make the list. These guys are all absolutely incredible cards. Like, they are all top 20 in their respective positions, I reckon. Maybe top 20, 25. But yeah, so now let's get on to it. At number 10, we've got a big man. And he is a good player. He is a very, very good player. But I will say it's not like he's a game changer, but he's cheap. But he is very, very, very cheap right here. So, for the high price of like 5k. Scotty didn't make this list either, by the way. The high price, sorry, a little more than 5k. Of 5.5k. No, 5k. Guys, less than 5k MT. This is what you are getting. You are getting a 7-foot tall center with a really good player build for a big. You're getting 28 Hoffs. Those Hoffs include catch and shoot, drop stepper, rim protector, chase down artist, clamps, hard crusher, deceptor, intimidator, deep hooks, showtime / posterizer. He's got fade ace / deep fades, Hoff quick first step, which is insane, as well as 31, yes, 31 gold badges, including gold range. He's got a mediocre but usable release, only an 81 3 ball, which again is not ideal. But he's got a 94 mid, insane dunking, 86 ball handle, passing IQ at 30. It doesn't matter. Because funnily enough, like, you're the one who's, like, you are the person who's gonna be making the passes. So for passing IQ, like, it's gonna be you. Then we got a 90 block, 82 steal, 80 perimeter defense, 96 interior. Again, really solid stats there. He's at 89 speed, 87 speed ball, 89 acceleration, and 88 lateral quickness, which is pretty nice. So you've got all around a solid center. It was a really close one between him and Mo Bamba for this like last spot, because I do want 2 big men on this list, and there's one big man who's just significantly better. But for me, it was a very, very close one. The big man is actually number 1. You guys can all probably guess who he is. But Hakeem and Bamba were very, very close to that number 10 spot. So I will quickly just go over Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba's just skinnier. He is around the same price. Actually a little bit cheaper. With Mo Bamba, you're getting a 7-foot tall player. He's got half range. He's got a longer wingspan, but he's, again, skinnier build. His ball handle is a little bit lower, but for me, he feels a little bit better movement-wise. 93 block. Not as good stats-wise, but he's a bit faster. And yeah, so Mo Bamba in here at like number 10.5. Okay. Now we're at number 9. And it's a tall point guard. It's Justice Winslow. So there is one thing about him, is that you do need to give him handles for days. And I think I found a bunch of him with handles for days for less than 10k. So you can still get him with handles for days for less than 10k. I know that badge does cost quite a bit right now, but like still, the dude's like 4.5k. Like, we're looking at a point guard for around 4.5k. A 6'7 point guard with 25 Hoffs. Fearless finisher, catch and shoot, acrobat, highlight film, dimer, pickpocket, pick dodger, clamps, hard crusher, interceptor, intimidator, showtime, tireless defender, trapper, range extender. So he's got every badge you need on Hall of Fame. All the key badges. Again, he doesn't have handles for days. You gotta get either one of him with that badge or put it on him. But he's in a 93 ball, 87 mid-range, 90 driving dunk, 86 ball handle. Great steal and perimeter defense. Great speed, ball acceleration, and great lateral quickness. And again, he is that tall point guard, which is such an important thing in my team. Tall point guards are very, very important. I think you can get away with small guys too, because there's not that many 6'10" 2 guards, and by not that many, there's literally Kevin Durant. But if you're looking at 6'10" point guards or 6'9" point guards, you're in the Magic, you could be on Simmons, you could be on Weber. So you do need that tall point guard really more than you need the tall 2 guard, in my opinion. So 6'7" point guard this price with these badges and stats, man, for me, no brainer. If you are just starting off this game, this guy is god tier. Then at number 8, we're going to Pink Diamonds, and it's Kyle Korver. So Kyle Korver, what do you guys expect from Kyle Korver? Like a really, really good shooter, obviously. Do you guys expect him to be like in real life, where he was a underrated defender, but he couldn't really stay in front of anybody, but underrated team defender? I think that's kind of what I expect from Korver. Did you expect a 31 half badge Korver with half showtime, all the flashy dunks, half clamps, half range center, half intimidator, or only go quick first step? That's like his one little bit of a problem. Who can curry slide, and 6'7", really, really good release. 99 3 ball, 98 mid, 99 free throw, 95 dunk. He's at a 99 3 and a 95 driving dunk. That is incroyable. Like 86 ball handle, good defense as well. 93 speed, 94 lateral quickness. And like, no lads, this is not like Michael Jordan. This is Kyle Korver. This is Kyle freaking Korver. So, I don't know. In game, I've had more success with this Kyle Korver than I've had with Dark Matter Jordan. But that's just me. But Kyle Korver, absolutely incredible. And it is kind of crazy. Like, there are better cards than Korver at his position, and he's number 8. But he's just ridiculous. And I have a weird one at number 7. I have a really weird one at number 7. And I understand if you don't agree. I'm going Tracy McGrady. His diamond. I just think that release is too good to pass on. I just think Tracy McGrady, who you can get for like around 8k. I paid 13k for mine. Like, look, I did it for a video. Do I regret it now? Probably, but it's not the worst decision in the world to make because I can sell these guys back. But still, like, you're paying such a low price for a Tracy McGrady card. That is really good. So first of all, we all know about Tracy McGrady. Yeah, he doesn't have this quick dribble stop. We all know T-Mac's always good in 2K. There's just a T-Mac effect. I don't even know. It's hard to explain, but T-Mac's always outperforms his stats. But he still has unbelievable stats, unbelievable badges. He's got half blinders. I get it. He can't curry. Pro 1 still fine. He's not going to be a great going to the basket. Defense better than Korver, just due to his length. And I don't know. He's brilliant for me. Anytime I've used him, he's been brilliant. Low steal rating, but it has not mattered from what I've seen anyway. Great speed, ball acceleration, great lateral quickness, and this Tracy McGrady on next gen is better than the Galaxy Opal Tracy McGrady, which is kind of crazy. Like, that Galaxy Opal Tracy is great, and on next gen, this one is even better. On current gen, I would definitely go Korver over T-Mac, but on next gen, T-Mac's good. T-Mac's really good. Like, if you've seen my actual squad, I got Tracy McGrady on the bench. So, like, he's brilliant, T-Mac, for me anyway. So that is why he's in here at number 7. And number 6, we've got a bit of a weird one. And I know some people might say he should be lower, but I'm going Lamelo Ball. I reckon Lamelo Ball is a decent person to have here at number 6. He's outdated, definitely. Well, he's not outdated. He's quite old. Like, he's a card that came out quite a while ago. But for around 7k MT with Lamelo Ball, you're getting a 6'7" player. And it's not even stats. His stats are decent. Like 25 hops, range extender, clamps, quick first step, a bunch of good goal by as well. Only goal showtime. His movement, it is just the way he moves. His release is chicken. He's got a 93 ball, 85 dunk. Actually, he's really good rebounding because he's a power forward. Great steal, perimeter defense, blocking, interior defense. super speed, great lateral quickness. Like, his all-around stats are brilliant. If we're talking a triple threat online, and this card could be number 1. But he's unbelievable on both gens. Great release, man. Lamelo is he's just a good player, lads. He's just a really good player, and he's definitely a guy that I will say is kind of underrated at this stage. You don't see Lamelo Ball much because, again, 2K are releasing a lot more great budget content this year than they did last year, but Lamelo is still fantastic. Now we are on to number 5 on the list. We are halfway through. And this guy, I'm kind of shocked because he was in packs that weren't pulled that much. Boris Diaw. So Diaw, I'm shocked. Of all the pink diamonds, I'm shocked that he is under 10k MT. Like, Boris Diaw, you're paying a 6.5k for Boris Diaw. Man, I would have, like, if I didn't have Pokashevsky and Bobo, I would use him in my team. And like Danny Ferry and Kukoc. He's not quite that level, but he's not that far off. Like, before anything, Boris Diaw has got Gallinari base. The easiest, in my opinion, or up there with the easiest catch and shoot releases in the game. It's just not that common, so people don't really talk about it much. But Gallo base is chicken. Doesn't matter what gen you're on. He has got catch and shoot, corner specialist, difficult shots. He's got Dimer Hall of Fame, clamps, Interceptor, Intimidator, range extender, quick first step, unpluckable. So you're looking, the guy's got every key badge, Hall of Fame, except for Showtime. He can curry. He's got the Pro 3 behind the back. Good player build, great in the post. Just look at these stats. All around beast. Like, he doesn't do it. Like, 80 driving dunk. That's like his 1 negative. His driving dunk is lower than 85. And that is the worst. The worst thing about him is that his driving dunk is only an 80. But you can get that to 85 quite easily. He's got an 86 ball handle, 92 passing IQ, 90 pass accuracy, solid block steal, perimeter defense, and interior defense, great rebounding as well, super decent speed, and good lateral quickness. Like, he's an all-around beast. Like, if you're asking me who I would take, Millsap or Diaw, I'm taking Diaw. Mostly because of release. But if you are asking me, like, I was like, oh, well, should I use Millsap in my squad? I'm like, Diaw 6k. I'd rather use Diaw. So I buy Diaw rather than use Millsap, which is crazy. Now, Millsap was great when he came out, but still, I'm going to give Boris Diaw the nod in that matchup. And again, for that price of 6.5k MT, he is a steal. He is an absolute steal. Now we're on to number 4. And this is a 3&D cone with a little bit extra. Robert Covington. So his movement is good. His player build is what really kind of separates him from some other 3&D cones. And the half quick first step is what separates him from Korver. I think they are similar level cards. I think it is preference. Like, if you want to say you prefer Korver to Rocco, or if you want to say you prefer Rocco to the guy who I have at number 3, like, that is all, like, that's just personal preference. Again, the guy's like close to 5k MT. You're paying 5.5k MT for a 6'7 player. He can't play the 2, which is a bit of a problem. But he's got 33 hops. Again, every half badge that you need on a card, lads. He's got only gold Showtime as well, but again, I play on next gen, so I don't put as much stock in that badge. He's also got a great mid-range, great 3, solid dunk, good ball handle. Defensively, he's fantastic. Great speed, speed, ball acceleration, and insane lateral quickness of 95, lads. Like, don't play him a power forward, but I mean, at small forward, the guy is an incredible 3&D player. Then at number 3 is in my opinion, just slightly better version of Rocco. Trevor Ariz. Like, Ariz is... I think he's a little more expensive. I think Ariz is probably like in the 7 to 8k range, but Ariz is that much better. Ariz is unbelievable. Again, Ariz is number 3 on this list. Let's just take that into account. Ariz is number 3 on this list. Wait a minute, he's not over 10k. He was literally on the list. No, he's like 9.8k. He's the most expensive player. He's the closest to 10k we've seen so far. But Trevor Ariz, 6'8" 2 guard with 31 hops, including range, clamps, heart crusher, interceptor, intimidator, showtime, Downhill, handles for days, quick first step, stop and go, tight handles. As well as 27 goals. I mean, he's got every badge at least gold that you need. He's 6'8". His release is 32 on very quick, which is absolutely chicken. He's got a 94-3, a 90 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, 88 block, 95 steal, 95 perimeter defense. Again, 6'8". Let's not forget that. He's at 93 speed and 97 lateral quickness. Like, it's funny, he looks worse than everything in J.R. Smith, but I mean, at the 2 guard position, I think J.R. Smith's better because I think J.R. point guard especially, and actually no. I don't even know. If I'm on current gen, I'm taking Ariz. If I'm on next gen, I'm taking J.R. But, like, these cards, it's debatable. It is definitely debatable if you think J.R. Smith is better than Trevor Ariz or not. Like, that is definitely debatable. And again, for a card that is 10k MT. And the fact is that I need to get Trevor Ariz to get J.R. Smith, which is a bit of a sad situation. But, yeah. So, anyway. Now, let's get on to number 2 on this list. And lads, they're 2 of the greats. They're 2 of the greats. Alexey Pavlov. Of course Pavlov's going to be here. If you're on current gen, man, put Pavlov at number 10. He's still better than Scotty, so he still would be there or thereabouts on this list. But Alexey Pavlov for under 10k MT, you're getting basically like poor man's Bobo. He's not as good as Bobo, but he is a poor man's Bobo. Let's see how pricey he actually is, because again, the auction is kind of glitchy at the minute. So 7.5k, 7.4k. So he looks to be in and around 7,000 MT at his cheapest. A little bit less. And what you're getting is a 7-foot tall player. By the way, he's a small forward. He's got a okay, not good, but not unusable release. 33 hoffs, clamps, interceptor, showtime, range. Quick first step, handles for days. He is, on next gen, he is a 7-foot tall Curry sliding small forward. He's also got flexible Hall of Fame if you're on current gen. He's got Green Machine Gold. His stats, decent in the post, 90 driving dunk, 91 3 ball, 86 ball handle, solid defensive stats, great speed, see ball and acceleration, solid but not great lateral quickness. But again, the dude is 7 foot tall with a skinny player build. If we're talking current gen, I mean, put him in the lower end of his 10. If you were talking next gen, probably put him number 1. But there's one guy that I think is just overall that little bit better. And it's another favorite of the DBG channel. It's Eddie freaking Curry, lads. Eddie freaking Curry. This guy, again, this year, man, he's even better this year than last year. Like, I will say this, like, there wasn't as many great centers last year. So, yeah, Eddie Curry was, like, the be-all and end-all of moderate budget centers. But this year, man, even though we have more centers, this card is even better. He's even more dangerous. Base 38 on, I think it's on very quick. He is chicken. He's got 25 Hoff badges, including clamps, posterizer / showtime, quick first step, range extender, and flexible if you're on current gen. He has got Hoff hook specialist, which doesn't matter anymore. Hoff pick and popper, or say gold click pick and popper, gold and pluckable. He's got, look at these stats. Not great in the post, but who the hell plays in the post since they nerfed the post scorers patch because of Park? 93 3 ball. He's got 95 driving dunk, 95 standing dunk, 86 ball handle, 92 block, 84 steal, 86 perimeter defense, 90 interior defense, great rebounding, great speed, solid lateral quickness for a center, and one of the best releases and widest player builds in the game, which is actually good for a center who you don't. Basically, you would, if you want a primary ball handler, you want him to be skinny. If you don't want him dribbling the ball, you'd rather him be wide because it helps on defense. But this is on next gen. On current gen, you want the widest player build possible. But man, Eddie Curry, both gens, is a top 10 center, no question about it. The best diamond center in the game, and it's not particularly close. Man, Mo Bamba's there. I don't think it's close. But yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. So, recap. At number 10.5, we had Mo Bamba. At number 10, we had Hakeem. Number 9, we had Justice Winslow. Number 8, we had Korver. Number 7, we had T-Mac. Number 6, Lamelo. Number 5, we had Diaw. Number 4, we had Rocco. Number 3, we had Ariza. Number 2, we had Poku. And number 1, Eddie freaking Curry, lads. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.